Imagine celebrating a political victory with a trusted colleague. Champagne is poured, the atmosphere is relaxed, and there's no reason to feel unsafe. Then suddenly your heart begins to race. Your body feels weak. Confusion sets in, followed by fear. You excuse yourself, rush into a taxi, and head straight to the hospital. Hours later, doctors deliver a shocking confirmation. You were drugged. That is the allegation now at the center of a trial shaking French politics. A former French senator stands accused of secretly drugging a fellow lawmaker with the intention of sexually assaulting her, a case that has reignited painful national conversations about power consent and drug-facilitated sexual violence. What happened that night inside a Paris apartment is now being dissected in court, but its implications stretch far beyond one man or one moment. The incident dates back to November 2023. Sandrine Josso, a French lawmaker, visited the Paris apartment of Joël Guerriau, a long-serving senator at the time. They were reportedly celebrating Josso's recent election victory, but the festive atmosphere soon took a dark turn as alarming symptoms began to manifest. Champagne was served, but after just a few sips, Josso's heart began racing, leaving her feeling dizzy and overwhelmed with panic. Sensing something was seriously wrong, she left the apartment and quickly got into a taxi heading straight to the hospital for help. Medical tests later confirmed the presence of MDMA, commonly known as ecstasy, in her system, turning her personal celebration into a criminal investigation. Prosecutors allege that Guerriau intentionally drugged the champagne, leading to a scandal that would shake the foundations of their close-knit community. As the case unfolds, the community grapples with the shocking betrayal, while Josso prepares to speak out against what happened that night. The courtroom becomes a battleground of truth and deception, as Josso's fight for justice continues to captivate a nation aware of the stakes involved. In this pivotal moment, the judge's gavel echoes as critical testimonies are about to unfold, marking a defining chapter in Josso's quest for justice. The charges include secretly administering a substance drug possession and attempted sexual assault. If convicted, the former senator could face years in prison. Guerriau does not deny that the drug was present in his apartment or that it ended up in the drink, but he strongly denies intent. His defense claims the MDMA was for his personal use and that the contamination of the drink was a tragic handling error, not a deliberate act. According to his lawyers, there was no plan, no premeditation, and no attempt to assault. Just a catastrophic mistake. This explanation has divided public opinion. Legal experts, victim advocates, and political analysts are watching closely, calling the trial a major test of how courts handle drug-facilitated assault cases, especially when they involve powerful figures. And in France, this case strikes an especially deep nerve because the country is still haunted by another horrific scandal. Not long ago, the Gisèle Pelicot case shocked the nation and the world. Pelicot was repeatedly drugged by her husband and sexually assaulted by dozens of men over several years without her knowledge. That case triggered massive protests, global outrage, and a national reckoning over how sexual violence is defined and prosecuted. It also pushed France toward re-examining its RAP laws, shifting focus from physical resistance to the absence of consent. The Guerriau trial is now unfolding in the shadow of that trauma, forcing many to ask whether France has truly learned from the past. Politically, the fallout has been intense. Despite being charged, Guerriau initially remained in office, drawing fierce criticism. Public pressure mounted, and nearly 2 years later, he resigned from the Senate. Meanwhile, Sandrine Josso chose not to retreat from public life. Instead, she became a vocal advocate against drug-facilitated sexual assault, speaking openly about her experience and contributing to parliamentary work aimed at prevention and accountability. Media coverage has been relentless, with debates raging on television panels, in newspapers, and across social media, where millions are following the trial closely. Beyond politics and emotion, there is also science at the center of this case. MDMA is a powerful psychoactive drug known to impair judgment, increase vulnerability, and reduce a person's ability to fully understand or resist what is happening around them. Experts say cases involving such substances are especially difficult to prosecute because physical evidence can be minimal, making timing. Toxicology results and survivor testimony critically important. In this case, hospital tests confirming the presence of the drug have become a central piece of evidence. Ultimately, this trial is about far more than a single glass of champagne. It raises urgent questions about trust, accountability, and how society protects individuals when power and privilege are involved. As judges weigh intent against consequence, France, and much of the world, is watching closely. The verdict will not only determine the fate of a former senator, but also send a message about how allegations of drug-facilitated sexual violence are treated in the halls of power. So now the question is yours. Was this a tragic accident, as the defense claims, or a deliberate abuse of trust and authority? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more clear, in-depth breakdowns of major trials like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe for updates as this story continues to unfold.